This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
This broadcast on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, is being made possible by Hood Canal Communications, committed to providing quality services that exceed customer expectations in voice, video, data, and customer service, keeping our community connected since 1934. Mason County Public Health and Human Services Prevention Education Partners Substance Abuse Prevention Coalition, helping provide prescription drug take-back boxes in Mason County and providing lockable bags for your prescription drugs, cannabis, and vape products. Mason County PUD 3, connecting our community with safe, reliable, economical, and sustainable services 24/7. The Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate. When it comes to real estate, nothing compares to local knowledge. Mason County PUD Number 1, Washington State's first public utility district, providing safe, reliable, and valued utility services since 1934. And Mason Health, united community, empowered people, exceptional health.
Good morning. Well, actually nearly afternoon. And welcome to Highclimber Field on the campus of Shelton High School in Shelton, Washington. Today, Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, continues coverage of high school spring sports with a non-conference baseball game featuring the Shelton Highclimbers and the Olympic Trojans. My name is Diedrich Allen, and joining me for this broadcast are Jerry Apple and Aiden Yu. And Jerry, say something.
Diedrich, how are you doing?
I'm good.
What a beautiful day.
Aiden?
Very little wind. Great.
Great day so far. Aiden, what do you say something for us?
I like that it's not raining.
Well, that's a good
Well,
thing,
that's
yeah.
true.
Well, this is game 2 for Shelton. The Highclimbers are coming off Tuesday's season-opening 1-0 win over Elma. Olympic is 1-1 on the young season. The Trojans opened the season beating Sammamish 10-2 on March 8th and lost to North Kitsap Thursday 12-2. Little over a year ago, on March 10th, 2023, Olympic beat Shelton 6-0. The Trojans also won in 2022 by a score of 4-2. Well, coming up, Jerry will get you the batting orders and the lineups. And, of course, we have the first pitch. It's non-conference baseball, the Olympic Trojans at the Shelton Highclimbers on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
An important safety reminder from Mason PUD 3. Please never touch a downed power line. If a power line falls on your vehicle, stay inside and call 911. Tell others to stay back. Wait for emergency personnel. Never touch anyone or anything in contact with a downed power line. Always stay at least 100 feet away. Never use an object to move a downed wire. Don't remove trees or limbs near a downed line. Electricity travels through ground, trees, branches, and more. It's not safe. If you see a downed line, call PUD 3 at 360-426-8255.
The first rule of storage is keep out of reach of children. Ease of access is the #1 reason youth misuse recreational or prescription drugs. Store your medication, vape, edibles, or cannabis products in their original child-proof bottles with original labels if possible. Keep them locked up. Store your medicine, tobacco, or cannabis products in a locked cabinet, locked drawer, or in a bag like this with a lock. For more information, visit locksavelives.org or call Mason County Public Health at 360-427-9670, extension 400.
And welcome back to Highclimber Field. Thank you, Aiden. Jerry, you want to go through what we have for lineups? We don't have the full picture just yet, but we'll get there.
Sure. Here's the starting lineup for the visiting Olympic Trojans, coached by Chris Campbell. Leading off at center field, number 21, Drew Walters. Batting second, number 34, the designated hitter, Chase Benninger. Batting third is number 8, the right fielder, Landon Cartwright. Batting cleanup, the first baseman, number 19, Landon Nicholson. Batting fifth for the Trojans is the third baseman, number 3, Antonio Castorina. Batting sixth, number 2, the shortstop, John Hutchins. Batting seventh, the catcher, number 25, Adam Knoll. Batting eighth, your pitcher today for the Trojans, number 5, Toby Moore. And batting ninth, the second baseman, number 7, Isaiah Bolito.
Okay. We don't have a complete lineup for the Highclimbers. We can tell you this, though. Got Austin Williams on the mound. He'll start out. Jax Ward likely be on home plate, behind home plate. Brady Rhodes at first. Carl Turnbow at second. Wyatt Wagner at short. Matt Carlton at third, and out in center field was Colton Fisk. Beyond that, we don't know. We're going to rise for the national anthem. We'll be right back. It's Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
Hood Canal Communications keeps our community connected. We provide communication services that connect friends and family. We're connecting with our neighbors through support of local causes and events. Connecting our students and schools to a world of learning resources. And connecting you to the latest technology with local customer service. Learn more about our community connections, high-speed internet, and streaming TV options. Visit hcc.net today.
Mason County is a very special place. When you're looking for sound real estate advice, pick the team that has called Mason County home for 5 generations. The Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate is always thrilled to help you buy or sell real estate in our area. Whether it is Hood Canal, Harstein Island, Matlock, Tahuya, South Puget Sound, or Shelton, the Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate has the experience you can trust. Remember, when it comes to real estate, nothing compares to local knowledge.
Getting unneeded medications out of the home can help prevent misuse, abuse, and accidental poisoning. The Drug Take Back program provides consumers with a safe means for disposing of unused, unneeded, and expired prescriptions and over-the-counter drugs. Mason County has 10 prescription drug take-back boxes at various pharmacies and tribal locations. For more information, go to medtakebackwashington.org.
An important safety reminder from Mason PUD 3. Please never touch a downed power line. If a power line falls on your vehicle, stay inside and call 911. Tell others to stay back, wait for emergency personnel. Never touch anyone or anything in contact with a downed power line. Always stay at least 100 feet away. Never use an object to move a downed wire. Don't remove trees or limbs near a downed line. Electricity travels through ground, trees, branches, and more. It's not safe. If you see a downed line, call PUD 3 at 360-426-8255.
And we're back here at Highclimber Field. Diedrich Allen, Jerry Apple, Aiden Yu with you. We do have wrapped up the lineups. It's going to be Brad Eveland over in left field and Bjorn Jacott over in right. That'll round up the placement of everybody. As for where their batting order is, I'm going to have to run through that later. I believe it's going to be Jax Ward leading things off, followed by Eveland. I think it's, I don't know, Wyatt Wagner, Jaycott, Turnbow, Fisk, Williams, Rhodes, and Carlton, I believe. But I don't know. We'll have to see when they come up. So you do have Austin Williams on the mound. Jerry, I know it's going to be difficult for everybody to... We'll just have to fill it out as it is.
Sure, we can do that. We've learned to be flexible.
It's the wrong one. Oh, no, it's the right one. Okay.
Or try.
We'll try. But you can tell us who's leading things off for Olympic.
I sure can. Starting off is Drew Walters, number 21, the center fielder. And on deck is a designated hitter, number 34, Chase Benninger.
The dry erase thing. Thank you. Sorry. Just trying to get everything organized. What do we got here? Jaycott. I'm hoping nobody needs to read my writing because you can't. Just making things as simple as possible for me. So here comes Walters.
Mm-hmm.
Lead things off. We're, our first baseball game here at Highclimber Field this season. Our second overall. So
artificial turf.
Yeah, artificial turf infield, grass on the outfield. So here's the first pitch to Walters. Swing and a miss for strike one. Just underway here at Highclimber Field. I think we need to say ball field in that, but there's not enough room on the scoreboard. I think that one of the things the Booster Club is working on is a new scoreboard. Here's the next pitch inside. Oh, hit that corner for strike 2 called. Sun coming up over our heads. Here's the 0-2. Another swing and a miss, and actually I think he got a piece of that one. So I can call that a foul. So his count remains no balls, 2 strikes. Leadoff batter for Olympic, Drew Walters. I have no information on Olympic. Whoa. That came in pretty fast, didn't it, Jerry? That's ball 1. Got to remember to pay attention. And here's the 1-2 pitch from Williams to Walters. Swinging a fly ball deep to right field. Back under it and grabbing it for the out is going to be Evelyn. Brad Evelyn gets Walters out on a fly ball.
And now up is your designated hitter, number 34, Chase Benninger.
Well, I know that Benninger did some pitching in one of their the Trojans' earlier games. And I have him down here as a freshman. That does not look like a freshman, Jerry.
No. Well, that's what they have him now.
Yeah, that's what they have as a freshman, so interesting. I went through a lot to find at least the names for the Trojans, and I think I got lucky this morning. But the first pitch to him, he pops it up, and coming in to grab it on the run is Colton Fisk from center field, and that's out number 2.
And now up is your third hitter, number 8, the right fielder, Landon Cartwright.
First pitch to Cartwright, he swings and he'll hit a high fly ball off the third base line out of play for strike 1. 2 away, nobody on for the Trojans here. Next pitch on the way from Williams, outside for ball 1, 1-1. Cartwright steps back in. Here's the kick from Williams and the pitch, swing and a miss for strike 2, 1-2. I don't know, was that a sinker there, Jerry, or just a fastball? Kind of looked like it sank in there.
It was a sinker.
Okay. Here's the 1-2, and there's a fly ball right over the head of Turnbull, goes into right field. Picked up there by Jake Hott. He'll throw it in, and the Trojans have a runner on first base.
So Landon gets the first hit for Olympic, and now up your cleanup hitter, your first baseman, number 19, Landon Nicholson.
I feel I need to say something about him, but I have no information. So 2 out, 1 on for the Trojans. Top of the first, no score. Pitch on the way. That's in the turf there for ball 1. Hear a little hiss in the background. That's the pump for the pool here in the ball field. The pool's over to our left. Here's another pitch outside for ball 2. So 2-0 to Nicholson. To my imagination, there's a third batter batting left. There's a throw over to first, and runners back safely. That's Cartwright. It's a swing and a miss for strike 1, so 2 balls and 1 strike. To Nicholson, right?
That is correct.
I'm sorry, I was trying to get everything in order in my head here. And Nicholson will step back in. He has 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 out, 1 on. Cartwright over there at first base. Pitch on the way, and strike 2 called. So 2-2 is the count.
Yeah, nice pitch on that outside corner again.
Here's the 2-2. As Nicholson waits for Williams. Pitch on the way. He'll get one over the head of Carlton into left field. Evelyn will scoop it up there, throw it into Wagner, and there's runners at first and second for the Trojans. 2 away.
Second single in a row, and now batting is your 5th hitter, number 3, the third baseman, Antonio Castorina.
I like that name, Castorina.
I like that, yeah. It's cool.
Just kind of flows.
It does. Yeah.
We've had this conversation before, Jerry. There's some names out there that just kind of flow off your tongue over the years we've been calling sports. My favorite still is Keisha Kalahiki.
Well, mine's D-Wall Mollified.
Yes, that's a good one too. Personally, couldn't say it. Joel Meyer could, because he did a lot of those games when she was playing. All right, so 2 away, 2 on. Runners at first and second for Olympic. Castorina takes strike 1 on the outside corner. Runners take their leads. Williams into his windup in the pitch. There's a swing and a miss for strike 2 to Castorina. So 0-2. Here's the next pitch on the way. Swing, and there's a fly ball. It'll drop into center field. 1 run will come in to score. And just beating out the swipe for the tag.
So Landon Cartwright scores on that, and give that a single to Antonio Castorina, an RBI. And now up is your shortstop, number 2, John Hutchins.
Runners do remain first and second now. There's a swing and a miss by Hutchins. Strike 1.
So the Trojans have had 3 singles in a row.
Castorina on first. And who has that's Nicholson on second.
Yeah, a little inside on that pitch.
So 1-1. One nothing, 2 out, 2 on. Pitch on the way, and that's low for ball 2. So 2 balls, 1 strike to Hutchins. Did I say 1 run is in? 1-0. Olympic on top here. Pitch on the way. High. A little bit outside for ball 3. So 3 balls and 1 strike to Hutchins. Next pitch. Ooh, high and inside. And that'll load the bases for the Trojans. There's a 2-out walk. 1 in.
And now up is your 7th hitter, the catcher, number 25, Adam Nold.
Bases are loaded for Nold. 2 out, 1 in for Olympic. They're leading 1-0. Top of the first here at Highclimber Field in Shelton. Beautiful day for baseball, as we've said. Just a slight little breeze coming in off the center field right at the moment. Inside for the first pitch for ball 1 to Nold. In the batteries, Austin Williams and Jax Ward for the Highclimbers. Next pitch is outside. Ball 2. So 2-0 to Nold. And there's ball 3. Williams struggling at the moment.
Yeah, he's going to have to come right in the middle now.
Here's the pitch on the way. And that's low and outside. That'll walk in a run, making it 2.
And that'll give an RBI to Adam Knoll on that walk. And Landon Nicholson scores from third. And now your batter is your pitcher, number 5, Toby Moore.
Pitching coach out there to talk a little bit to Williams, along with Jax Ward.
Yeah, Austin Williams had his debut. He pitched the last 3 innings against Elma and did very well.
Yeah, it's right there on your sheet, Jerry. 3 innings, no runs, 1 hit, 2 strikeouts, and 2 walks.
Yeah.
In relief of Matt Carlton.
Yeah.
In that season opening 1-0 win.
And Matt had a 2-hitter in the first 4 innings.
Right. So here's Moore stepping into the batter's box. First pitch is a swing and a miss.
I want to congratulate Austin Williams for being accepted to the University of Washington.
On his merits as a student, not on an athletic scholarship. The check swing there and strike 2 called. Yeah. I saw that. That was a nice little post on Facebook.
Yes, it was.
So Moore takes the next pitch inside for ball 1. So 1-2 is the count. Bases are loaded, 2 out, 2 in for the Trojans here top of the first inning. Next pitch is going to be a fly ball, a drop in. 1 run will come in to score. Here comes another run. Throw to the plate. Sliding in safely this time is, what was that? That was Hutchins, yes. And that makes it 4-0 with 2 out.
So 2 RBIs by Toby Moore. And now up is your 9th hitter, the second baseman, number 7, Isaiah Bolito.
Name sounds very familiar. Wasn't he on the basketball team?
Yes, he was.
Okay. Let's see here. All right, so 4 runs are in. Runners are at first and third, so runners at the corners for Bolito. 4-0 is the score, top of the first inning.
Yeah, Austin got the first 2 hitters out, and then the last 6 have got on by way of a single or a walk.
The swing and a miss on the first pitch to Bolito.
This is the 9th hitter in this inning for Olympic.
Here's the 0-1. High and inside for ball 1, 1-1. You get Nold at third and Moore over at first. That's pitches in there for strike 2. Hit that out the outside corner. And that makes it ball 2, 2-2. Get high on that one. What's Bolito, about 5'8", 5'9", you think?
I would say probably that, 5'7", 5'8", yeah.
Next pitch, outside and high for ball 3, so the count goes full to Bolito. 2 out, 4 in, 2 on. Runners at first and a third for the Olympic Trojans, leading here early 4-0. Next pitch on the way, that one's fouled off. Boy, I'm glad my camera wasn't over there.
A little smaller strike zone, right?
Yeah, that's what I was trying to get to eventually, yeah. Thank you for adding to my thought, or completing my thought for me.
You're welcome.
So the count still remains full, 3 balls, 2 strikes. 2 out, pitch on the way, swing and a miss, and Bolito goes down swinging, but the Trojans get 4, and they lead 4-0. Highclimbers coming up. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
Life's just more fun with fast, reliable Wi-Fi. You can stream, share, game, try something new. But weak Wi-Fi spoils the fun. That's why you need managed Wi-Fi from Hood Canal Communications. The right equipment, professionally installed in all the right places, keeps your Wi-Fi powered party streaming strong. Call or visit Hood Canal online to upgrade your Wi-Fi today.
Hi folks, Diedrich Allen with Mason Web TV powered by HCC, your source for live high school sports with play-by-play. Once again, Mason Web TV is broadcasting select games every week this school year. football, basketball, baseball, softball. We bring you all the action from the kickoff to the final whistle, from the tip-off to the final buzzer, from the first pitch to the last out. Watch how it happens on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC. Business owners, you can get in on the action as well. Go online, email, call, or text right now to find out how.
Well, a bottom of the first inning coming up.
Colton Fisk.
Yeah, I was going to get that to Jerry. Colton Fisk will lead things off for the Highclimbers. Wyatt Wagner will follow. Austin Williams will be the third hitter, at least if this is accurate from what I'm seeing, Jerry.
Yeah, and Lippick had 4 runs on 4 hits, 2 left on base, no errors by the Highclimbers.
4-0 is the score. The Trojans, nowhere to hit them. Like they say, hit them where they ain't. And that's what they did. Get some runs on the board in the top of the first. So let me switch this out. Toby Moore on the mound. Adam Knoll behind home plate for the Trojans. And Fisk will be the first batter to face Mr. Moore. Did I have a teacher named Moore? I don't think I did. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss by Fisk for strike 1. Here's the 0-1 from Moore to Fisk. Low. Ball 1-1-1. Here's a 1-1 pitch. Strike 2 called. 1-2 to Colton Fisk. Oh, you know, I could talk about Colton, what he did. Oh, he's 1 for 4 against Elma. On Tuesday, here's a 1-2 pitch. Fly ball, left field. Painter under it. Grabs it, out number 1. So 1 away for the Highclimbers.
And now up is your shortstop, number 13, Wyatt Wagner, number 13.
So used to Jerry knowing everything. And I'm a little bit off. Wyatt, let's see here. He was 2 for 3 against Elma, scored a run. First pitch to him is low, ball 1.
And Wyatt was a starter last year for the Highclimbers and has been a steady player there for a couple of years.
So there's a 1-0 pitch. Swing and a fly ball. It's going to be into foul territory in the third base line. Adjusting to grab it is Castorina, and out number 2 for the Highclimbers.
And now up is number 30, Austin Williams, your pitcher.
Now Austin was 1 for 3 batting on Tuesday. So 2 down, nobody on for the Highclimbers, trailing 4-0 here. Moore's first pitch to Williams is inside for ball 1. So 1-0. Matt Carlton on deck, Jerry. So you want to make that note? Should Williams reach? 2 down, however. Second pitch in there. That's strike right down the middle. Strike 1 called, so 1-1 to count. Williams steps back in. Here's the 1-1. Oh, inside corner this time for strike 2 called. There at the knees as well. Good location. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Austin Williams. Here's the 1-2 from Moore. Swinging, that one's going to just roll foul. Wow, Williams sped down the baseline.
Yeah, if it had stayed fair, he would have had a single.
Yeah, and a smart move by Moore to just watch it roll. It looked like to me it was going to stay fair, but it just rolled over the line just slowly. So Williams will trot back. And the count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 out, nobody on for the Highclimbers here. Bottom of the first inning, 4-0. Olympic with the lead here early. If I remember right, that's what they like to do. Get ahead and keep that way. Moore back with the pitch. Inside that one, gets away for ball 2, so 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out, nobody on for the Highclimbers here. Bottom of the first inning, trailing 4-0. Aiden's been pretty quiet. He's waiting for his turn. Not at bat, but
No, thank you.
2 outs. There's ball 3, high ball. So
And Austin was one of 7,000 out of 70,000 applicants to get to go to the University of Washington based on his grades.
So
and activities.
Yeah, 3 balls, 2 strikes. And Williams gets a 2-out walk on the next pitch, which is the ball 4. So that'll bring up Matt Carlton. And Matt at the plate, Jerry, on Tuesday, 1 for 1, had an RBI.
Yeah, and Matt
2 walks.
is going to be playing next year for PLU.
Was he? Okay.
Yeah.
That's good to know.
Going to be pitching, maybe playing center field, but he is going there. He's already signed.
So Williams over at first base. Carlton steps in, waiting for the first pitch from Moore. 2 out, though. Pitch on the way. That's strike at the shoulders on the inside corner. Strike 1.
Yeah, Matt had a 2-hitter in 4 innings, like I mentioned last Friday at Elma.
Tuesday. It was Tuesday.
Was it Tuesday? I'm sorry.
Tuesday.
Okay.
You're thinking of where we were on Friday.
Yeah, that's true.
There's a fly ball. It's going to drop in to right field. Williams rounds second, heading to third. Carlton holds up. Nope, actually Williams is going to head back to second as the relay throw was over to third base. So there's 2 on.
And number 31 now is up, and that will be Brady Rhodes, your first baseman.
Brady was 0 for 3 against Elma, however, on Tuesday. So 2 out, 2 on for the Highclimbers. See if they can do the same thing the Trojans did. Bring them in with 2 out. Get their 4 runs. Rhodes will step in, waiting for the first pitch from Moore. Actually, he'll step off and get Williams to slide back to second base. You got Carlton at first, Williams at second. Again, 2 out. Rhodes waiting for the first pitch. He'll get it. It's in there for strike 1. So 0-1 to Brady Rhodes. Jax Ward's on deck should Rhodes reach. Here's the pitch. Swing, and that one fouls off for strike 2. So 0-2 to Rhodes. Again, Austin Williams at second. Matt Carlton at first. 2 out for the Highclimbers. Brady Rhodes at bat. Highclimbers trailing to 4-0 here in the bottom of the first inning. Timeout has been called by Rhodes. Limber himself up a little bit.
Now, Brady's played varsity for several years.
Yes, he has.
And I think he's a senior. I'm not sure.
I believe he is. At least he's been playing for several years. He'll smack one to center field high. Walters under it to grab it, and that'll do it for the Highclimbers in the first inning. Leave 2 out there. It's 4-0. We head to the second inning on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
The living room. It's a great place to watch TV. Just like your backyard, break time at the office, or waiting for your ride. Now you can watch TV everywhere. Stream your favorite shows or live TV from many channels in your cable package on any computer, tablet, or smartphone. It's all included in Hood Canal Communications TV service for no extra cost. Sign up to watch TV everywhere today. Call or visit Hood Canal Communications online to learn more.
Getting unneeded medications out of the home can help prevent misuse, abuse, and accidental poisoning. The Drug Take Back program provides consumers with a safe means for disposing of unused, unneeded, and expired prescriptions and over-the-counter drugs. Mason County has 10 prescription drug take-back boxes at various pharmacies and tribal locations. For more information, go to medtakebackwashington.org.
And we're back here. Second inning to play. Go ahead, Jerry.
Yeah, Shelton had no runs on one hit by Matt Carlton and left 2 on base, and no errors by Olympic. And leading off will be your leadoff hitter, Drew Walters, the center fielder, number 21. He flew out to the left fielder back in the first.
All right.
So we're at the top of the second.
And no changes for the Highclimbers. Williams still on the mound, doing his warm-ups. Jax Ward behind home plate. Carlton at third. Wagner there at short. Turnbow at second. Rhodes over at first. In the outfield, from left to right, is Evelyn, Fisk, and Jaycott. Just to set the scene for you.
So Walters up.
Yeah. Well, Walters will step in. First pitch. Hits that outside corner for strike one. Next pitch on the way. A little bit high this time on ball 1-1-1. Same location, just a little bit higher.
Yeah.
It's a 1-1 strike. Pitch on the way. There's a foul ball straight off the screen above our heads for strike 2. So 1-2. Can't quite see the 2 signal from my point from the home plate umpire. But I have 1-2. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. And down goes Walters for out number 1. So 1 away for the Trojans.
And that was the second strikeout of the ball game for Austin Williams. And now up, number 34, Chase Benninger. He's 0 for 1, flew out to the center fielder back in the first.
First pitch to Benninger. Swing and a fly ball high. Evelyn gets under it. Grabs it for out number 2. They're in left center, to be more descriptive.
And now up is number 8, your right fielder, Landon Cartwright. He had a single back in the first and scored the first run for Olympic.
And Trojans lead 4-0. Pitch on the way. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. Strike 1. So 0-1 to Cartwright. Next pitch on the way. Outside for ball 1. 1-1. Top of the second inning, 4-0 Olympic with the lead, 2 out. Fly ball again. This one's headed to center field. Fisk on the run. Gets it, grabs it there in center left, or center right, excuse me, and that will be out number 3. So 1, 2, 3 go the Trojans here in the second. Highclimbers coming up. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
Mason County is a very special place. When you're looking for sound real estate advice, pick the team that has called Mason County home for 5 generations. The Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate is always thrilled to help you buy or sell real estate in our area. Whether it is Hood Canal, Harstein Island, Matlock, Tahuya, South Puget Sound, or Shelton, the Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate has the experience you can trust. Remember, when it comes to real estate, nothing compares to local knowledge.
Hood Canal Communications keeps our community connected. We provide communication services that connect friends and family. We're connecting with our neighbors through support of local causes and events, connecting our students and schools to a world of learning resources, and connecting you to the latest technology with local customer service. Learn more about our community connections, high-speed internet, and streaming TV options. Visit hcc.net today.
And we go to the bottom of the second inning, 4-0 Olympic on top. The Highclimbers coming up. Looks like is it Jax Ward? Is that right? Yeah, Jax Ward.
The catcher will be leading off here in the second inning. Number 2.
And Jax was 1 for 3. He hit a double against Elma. Got to rethink the way I have my sheets all spread out here. So 4-0. Trojans with the on top, I should say. So we head to the bottom of the second inning. Evelyn on deck. Jaycott will follow. More into his windup. Here's the pitch. Low for ball 1. I don't see any changes out there defensively for Olympic. Here's the pitch. It's a fly ball center field. Walters gets under it, grabs it, and that's out number 1. So 1 away for the Highclimbers.
And now up is number 3, your left fielder, Brad Evelyn.
Let's see here. Brad, I do not have him down as playing against Elma. Or at least batting against Elma. He might have played, but he didn't bat. So Evelyn waiting for the first pitch. Swings and fouls one straight back. I knew there was a reason I put the our camera a little bit more towards the center in this pole because it doesn't bounce as much when there's foul balls off the screens.
Yeah, you lost one of your cameras on Monday.
Well, that was
because
water.
Of the rain.
That was water related. Next pitch in there, just a bit high for ball 1, 1-1. I still haven't really looked at that camera. I might be able to dry it out and save it, but
well, hopefully, yeah.
You know, the cameras that I use for the most part are relatively cheap. They're not, but they're not like $1,000 cameras. I can tell you that.
Right.
Pitch on the way, swing there. Another foul ball straight back for strike 2. So 1-2 the count to Evelyn. Do have a nice crowd here, folks. What else are you going to do on a Saturday afternoon? Taking some baseball.
Fun way to spend a early afternoon.
Yeah. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Evelyn. 1 out, nobody on for the Highclimbers here. Bottom of the second pitch on the way outside for ball 2. 2-2 is count. Set the defense for the Trojans. Painter in left, Walter in center, Cartwright in right. Pitch on the way, and there's a swing and a miss by Evelyn. He reached for that one, and that's out number 2 for the Climbers here. And here's Jaycott.
Yeah, the right fielder, number 19.
And Bjorn was 0 for 2 against Elma. I'm sorry, 0 for 1. I don't know where I came up with the 2. But he's 0 for 1. So 2 away for Shelton here. Pitch on the way and a swing and a miss by Jaycott. Strike 1.
And Bjorn is the 8th hitter in the lineup for the Highclimbers.
Turnbow on deck should he reach. Pitch on the way, swing and a miss by Jaycott for strike 2. So 0-2. So Jaycott will step back in, waiting for the next pitch from Toby Moore. Pitch on the way. Strike 3 called, and down goes the Highclimbers here in the second inning of play.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3. We head to the third. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, and I didn't even have the scoreboard up. We'll get it next time.
The first rule of storage is keep out of reach of children. Ease of access is the #1 reason youth misuse recreational or prescription drugs. Store your medication, vape, edibles, or cannabis products in their original child-proof bottles with original labels if possible. Keep them locked up. Store your medicine, tobacco, or cannabis products in a locked cabinet, locked drawer, or in a bag like this with a lock. For more information, visit lockssavelives.org or call Mason County Public Health at 360-427-9670, extension 400.
Mason County is a very special place. When you're looking for sound real estate advice, pick the team that has called Mason County home for 5 generations. The Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate is always thrilled to help you buy or sell real estate in our area. Whether it is Hood Canal, Harstein Island, Matlock, Tahuya, South Puget Sound, or Shelton, the Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate has the experience you can trust. Remember, when it comes to real estate, nothing compares to local knowledge.
Back for the third inning of play. And with the play-by-play, here's Zayden Yu. As Jerry can give us who's coming up.
Yeah, leading off is the first baseman, number 19, Landon Nicholson. He had a single in the first and scored the second run. Came across as a second runner in the first.
So we were trying to figure out who the pitcher is. Does it come up at all? Well, it is a little bit
I want
behind.
to say it's either Crossan or
Zane
Scott.
Scott. Yeah, it's very possible. They do like to change some numbers on us every once in a while. It'll be a minute there, Aiden, when it comes up.
I'll
But
let you know.
yeah, you're the call here.
Strike one. I didn't have my mic in.
Okay, I'll get your mic in.
Yeah, that would help. First pitch is a strike. Swing and a miss for strike 2 for Nicholson. Here's the 0-2. Low for a ball 1, or as I like to call it, a turf ball. That's my famous saying.
Becoming infamous.
Here's the pitch, and it's a ball 2.
Nope, strike.
Strike 3.
Yeah, he rung him up.
Yeah, he rung him up.
I'm not good with the hand calls.
You'll get
there. Crossing the pitcher.
Okay.
And now up is Antonio Castorina, your third baseman. He scored the third run, got a single back in the first.
Here's the pitch, swing to right field. Gets it to first base in time for out number 2.
Sorry, Williams over there at second base now.
And now up is number 2, your shortstop, John Hutchins. He scored the fourth run, or came in for the fourth run in the first inning, and he got on by way of a walk.
Here's the pitch, way outside for the ball 1. Here's the pitch, down the middle for strike 1. One ball, 1 strike, 2 out. Oops. Olympic leads 4-0. Here's the pitch for ball 2 here in the top of the third. Here's the pitch. Swing to the first baseline and an easy out for the Climbers as it's the third out. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC. Back in a moment.
The living room. It's a great place to watch TV. Just like your backyard, break time at the office, or waiting for your ride. Now you can watch TV everywhere. Stream your favorite shows or live TV from many channels in your cable package on any computer, tablet, or smartphone. It's all included in Hood Canal Communications TV service for no extra cost. Sign up to watch TV everywhere today. Call or visit Hood Canal Communications online to learn more.
The first rule of storage is keep out of reach of children. Ease of access is the #1 reason youth misuse recreational or prescription drugs. Store your medication, vape, edibles, or cannabis products in their original child-proof bottles with original labels if possible. Keep them locked up. Store your medicine, tobacco, or cannabis products in a locked cabinet, locked drawer, or in a bag like this with a lock. For more information, visit lockssavelives.org or call Mason County Public Health at 360-427-9670, extension 400.
Back here at the ball field in Shelton, Washington, getting ready for the bottom of the third. It's the Highclimbers' turn.
Yeah, and number 22, Carl Turnbull, will be batting. He is the second baseman for the Highclimbers and the 9th hitter in the batting order.
It is 4-0 here in Shelton.
And Carl was 0 for 3 in the game against Elma. I think they're trying to save Matt Carlton for next Tuesday when we play Tumwater here.
All right. Here's the first pitch momentarily. Hit, I think, above the fence at where we're at into the tennis court. It's a famous place to go get foul balls at.
I think they just finished their turnout over there.
Good, so no one gets it. Next strike one. Here's the pitch, swing and another foul for strike 2. For Turnbow. Turnbow. Here's the pitch. And that's a ball 1. For Turnbow. Not bad. All right, here's the 1-2. Swing and another foul right off the tip of the bat. And Fisk comes to scoop up the ball, give it to the ump. Here's the pitch. And a strike 3 for Turnbow.
And now up is your leadoff hitter, number 27, the center fielder, Colton Fisk. He flew out to the left fielder back in the first inning.
So 1 out, no on for the Climbers. And here's the pitch. Swing to center field, and that will get a base hit in. Scooped up by Walters, the center fielder.
And now up is your shortstop, number 13, Wyatt Wagner, who's 0 for 1, flew out to the third baseman back in the first inning.
And here's the pitch for ball 1. One out, 1 on, 1 ball for Shelton. Here's the pitch. Swing, and it's a foul ball to the dugout.
Toby Moore of Olympic, the pitcher, has a 2-hitter going so far.
I want to point out that ball got stuck in the fence.
Really? That is rare. All right, here's the 1-1. I think that hit the batter, yep. So Fisk will advance to second base, and Wagner will go to first base.
And now up is number 30, your pitcher. Well, he's not pitching anymore. He's playing short.
Second base.
Second base, thank you. Playing second base now is Austin Williams. He had a walk back in the first.
Here's the pitch. Almost got hit with that one for a ball one right down the middle.
And a bit high.
Bit high. There we go. Here's the pitch. Swing to the second baseman. Going for the 2-play. And they got it. So we will go to the top of the fourth as the Highclimbers don't get any on that. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC. Back in a moment.
Hi folks, Diedrich Allen with Mason Web TV powered by HCC, your source for live high school sports with play-by-play. Once again, Mason Web TV is broadcasting select games every week this school year. Football, basketball, baseball, softball. We bring you all the action, from the kickoff to the final whistle, from the tip-off to the final buzzer, from the first pitch to the last out. Watch how it happens on Mason Web TV powered by HCC. Business owners, you can get in on the action as well. Go online, email, call, or text right now to find out how.
Life's just more fun with fast, reliable Wi-Fi. You can stream, share, game, try something new. But weak Wi-Fi spoils the fun. That's why you need managed Wi-Fi from Hood Canal Communications. The right equipment, professionally installed in all the right places, keeps your Wi-Fi powered party streaming strong. Call or visit Hood Canal online to upgrade your Wi-Fi today.
Back here in Shelton, Washington for the top of the fourth inning. Olympic leads 4-0.
Yeah, the Highclimbers had no runs, 1 hit, left 1 on base. There was no errors. And now, like you said, the top of the fourth. And up number is the catcher, Adam Knoll. He had a walk in the first, and he was credited with a bases-loaded RBI on that walk.
Here's the 0-1, swing and a foul to the fence behind us, and it went to the tennis court. If you want a free baseball, go sit in the tennis court, I guess.
They don't let you keep them. This isn't the major leagues.
Well, never mind. Here's the pitch for ball 1. All right, here's the 1-2. Another foul into the tennis court. 1 ball, 2 strike, no outs for Knoll. Swing and a miss. Strike 3, out number 1.
And now up is your pitcher, Toby Moore. Toby had an RBI back in the first, had a single, so he's 1 for 1.
Here's the pitch, strike 1.
Nice spot, outside corner.
And he has a 2-hitter going so far, Toby Moore.
Here's a pitch, a little low for ball 1. So pitch, a swing and a foul right above the dugout. And went over actually. For strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strike, 1 out, no on for the Trojans. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3, out number 2.
And now up is your second baseman, number 7, Isaiah Bolito. He was the third out back in the first. He struck out 0 for 1.
Next pitch, swing and a foul ball right back to the fence. Stayed in the fence this time though. For strike 1. All right, here's the pitch. And that is ball number 1. There's the pitch. And strike number 2. One ball.
Diedrich, did we find out who the pitcher is, number 14?
Presson.
Okay, thank you.
1 ball, 2 strike, 2 outs. And that is strike 3. 3 outs for the Trojans as we will swap over to the Shelton Highclimbers. This is Mason Web TV powered by HCC.
Getting unneeded medications out of the home can help prevent misuse, abuse, and accidental poisoning. The Drug Take Back program provides consumers with a safe means for disposing of unused, unneeded, and expired prescriptions and over-the-counter drugs. Mason County has 10 prescription drug take-back boxes at various pharmacies and tribal locations. For more information, go to medtakebackwashington.org.
This is a
My bad.
Back here in Shelton, Washington for the Highclimbers chant.
This is a
Here in the bottom of the 4th.
Yep. I am getting confused for some reason.
It's because I threw you off. Hit the wrong button.
Highclimbers need to get some points up on the board.
Yeah, get some runners. Get some runners on base. Yeah, the pitcher for Olympic is a pretty good pitching duel for, or pitching outing for him. A 2-hitter, like I said.
Yeah.
You know how many strikeouts? Jerry or anybody?
Yeah, let me check. He has 3 strikeouts so far, the pitcher for Olympic. And now up is number 44, the third baseman, Matt Carlton. Matt got a single back in the first, was stranded on first base.
Here's the pitch. That is ball number 1. Ricocheted off the catcher. Here's the 1-0. Make that 2-0, ball 2 for Carlton.
And the pitcher for Olympic has only had 1 walk. Thrown 1 walk.
Here's the 2-0. Very high for ball 3.
Gotta give Noel great credit for trying to get that ball down. Got the glove on it and just popped out of his glove, but a good job.
So 3 balls, no strikes, no outs for Carlton. Here's the pitch. Strike 1.
Three and 1, the count.
On deck is Brady Rhodes. Here's the pitch. Swing to the third baseline. Race to the finish line, and that is an out.
That was a
Number
beautiful play by
Yeah.
the third baseman, and nice arm, too.
Yeah, I was just going to say that Jerry Bolito with a great play, or actually that's Castorino with a great play.
And now up, like you said, number 31, Brady Rhodes. Brady is 0 for 1, flew out to center field back in the first.
Here's the pitch. That is ball 1. One ball, no strikes, 1 out, no on for Brady. And that is ball 2.
Check swing by Brady. Good eye. Good eye.
Here's the pitch. Strike number 1. 2-1 count with 1 out. Here's the pitch. Strike number 2. Two count. Here's the pitch. Swing to the third baseline. Brady will get a run in for the Climbers.
Base runner. Midman. Not a run in, but a base runner.
So, single by Brady Rhodes, and now up is Jack Sword, number 2, the catcher. He flew out to center field back in the second inning.
Here's the pitch. That is ball 1.
I think the Climbers are starting to figure out more here. They're not swinging as much in these last few at-bats.
Here's the 1-0. Swing and a miss.
So I'll take that
Strike
back.
1. They heard you. 1-1 count with 1 on and 1 out. 4-0 for the Trojans. Here's the pitch. Brady gets back to first base just in time.
Nice throw down to first base by the catcher.
Almost caught Rhodes off guard. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Here in the bottom of the 4th for Ward. Here's the pitch. Swing to left field. And that is a foul. Painter was chasing it down.
Can't get to it as there's a fence in the way.
Unfair advantage.
Yeah, out of play.
All right, here's the 1-2. Swing, pop fly up to the first baseman, and that is an out. Out number 2 for Ward.
And now up is your left fielder, number 3, Brad Evelyn. Brad is 0 for 1, struck out back in the third.
2 outs for the Climbers, 1 on for Evelyn. Here's the pitch. Ball 1. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Swing. Brady will not get there in time.
I'm going to rule that as a single.
Oh, he did.
So that's the second hit this inning for the Highclimbers. And now up is number 14. And that would be Daniel Crossan.
Here's the pitch. Ball 1. 2 outs, 2 on for the Climbers. Good opportunity to score some runs in. There's the pitch. Ball 2.
I have him batting for Bjorn Jacob.
You would be right. Here's the 2-0. Swing to right field. Dropped in for a base hit. And the bases are now loaded.
And so give a hit to Crossan.
Yep.
And that's third hit this inning off the pitcher. Yes, you're right, Diedrich. They are starting to get to the pitcher. And now up is number 22, the second baseman, Carl Turnbull. And Carl is 0 for 1.
Now there's a little meeting at the mound.
Are you a pitching change or not? That's the question. I think we are. But then again, who knows? What do I know? That's why I'm back here. I don't coach or manage or play. So
you call.
Yeah, I try.
And they're going to keep him in there.
Yeah, keep him in there. All right. I'll shut up and let Aiden take back over.
No, I mean, you know, it's...
all it takes is one swing to tie this game up. Great, great chance for Turnbow.
I think that because there's 2 outs, they kept him in there.
Here's the pitch. Strike 1.
Give him a chance to get out of trouble.
All right, he is the 0-1. A little high for ball 1. So we got Crossan at first, Eveland at second, Rogues at third. 1 ball, 1 out, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 2.
What do you got, 1 and 2?
Yep.
Count.
With 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Strike number 3. Shelton with a great chance, come up with nothing, unfortunately. As we move to the 5th inning, this is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
Hood Canal Communications keeps our community connected. We provide communication services that connect friends and family. We're connecting with our neighbors through support of local causes and events, connecting our students and schools to a world of learning resources, and connecting you to the latest technology with local customer service. Learn more about our community connections, high-speed internet, and streaming TV options. Visit hcc.net today.
An important safety reminder from Mason PUD 3. Please never touch a downed power line. If a power line falls on your vehicle, stay inside and call 911. Tell others to stay back, wait for emergency personnel. Never touch anyone or anything in contact with a downed power line. Always stay at least 100 feet away. Never use an object to move a downed wire. Don't remove trees or limbs near a downed line. Electricity travels through ground, trees, branches, and more. It's not safe. If you see a downed line, call PUD 3 at 360-426-8255.
Well, we're back here heading to the 5th inning of play. 4-0 Olympic with the lead and coming up to bat. The Highclimbers, as Aiden said, just kind of couldn't bring anybody home when they had the bases loaded there in the last half inning. But they're starting to figure out the pitching. Let's see if the Highclimber pitching can slow down the Trojans here.
Well, Crossan has been very effective.
He has. He certainly has.
And now up is Drew Walters, number 21. He is 0 for 2.
We found the first pitch right off the top of the screen here above our heads, so strike 1. We'll get Aiden back in here for the next full inning at 6th. How's that sound?
And Aiden, he did a nice job.
Pitch on the way. Fly ball, center field. Coming in is going to be Fisk to grab it on the run, and that's out number 1 for the Trojans here in the 5th.
And now up is number 34, Chase Benninger. Chase is 0 for 2, flown out to the center fielder and the left fielder.
If we haven't mentioned it, he's playing designated hitter today.
Yes, that is correct.
He swings at the first pitch, and he'll line one right into the glove of Williams. Williams slings it over there to Brady Rhodes at first base, and that's out number 2.
That was a nice scoop up by Williams.
Yeah, it was on a very weird, he was looking for a fly ball there, a line drive fly ball, and it dropped real quickly, but he had a good eye on it to scoop it up.
He sure did. Now up is number 8, the right fielder, Landon Cartwright, who has scored once, is 1 for 2, got a single, and scored the first run back in the first inning. 1 for 2, has a single.
First pitch takes as a ball. Waiting for the next one from Crossan. Inside for ball 2. I was just thinking that the game changed a little bit when Crossan came into the mound. It just kind of, well.
Yeah, he's held him to no runs.
Yeah, he's held him to no runs. He's got a different pitcher for the Trojans. So here's the 0-2, and there's a line fly ball that'll drop into center field for a base hit. Cartwright will turn the corner at first and then walk back. So there's a 1-out or a 2-out single for the Olympic Trojans.
And now up is number 19, Landon Nicholson. He is 1 for 2, had a single, scored back in the first.
Runner goes, and there's a ground ball be scooped up there by Williams. Throw over to first for the out, and well, it didn't really matter that Cartwright made his way over to second because that'll end the inning. So we head to the bottom of the frame. Still 4-0 Olympic. This is Mason Webb TV, powered by HCC.
The first rule of storage is keep out of reach of children. Ease of access is the #1 reason youth misuse recreational or prescription drugs. Store your medication, vape, edibles, or cannabis products in their original child-proof bottles with original labels if possible. Keep them locked up. Store your medicine, tobacco, or cannabis products in a locked cabinet, locked drawer, or in a bag like this with a lock. For more information, visit locksavelives.org or call Mason County Public Health at 360-427-9670, extension 400.
Life's just more fun with fast, reliable Wi-Fi. You can stream, share, game, try something new. But weak Wi-Fi spoils the fun. That's why you need managed Wi-Fi from Hood Canal Communications. The right equipment, professionally installed in all the right places, keeps your Wi-Fi powered party streaming strong. Call or visit Hood Canal online to upgrade your Wi-Fi today.
We head to the bottom of the 5th inning, the 4-0 Olympic. There's a new pitcher out there for the Trojans. It is number 6, Blake Parker. So we kind of felt that was happening, or going to happen, at the end of the last inning for the, defensively for the Trojans.
Who'd you say, Chase?
It is Blake Parker, number 6.
Thank you.
He's on the mound taking his warm-ups. Looks like he'll face Colton Fisk to lead this lead this half inning off 4-0. The Trojans got those 4 runs in the first inning, and Highclimbers have only really threatened the one time when they loaded the bases.
Yeah, and Lippick in the top of the 5th had no runs on 1 hit, left 1 runner on base. There was no errors by Shelton.
If you're enjoying this broadcast, please give us a like on your favorite social media. You can follow us on Facebook and Twitter. I mean Twitch. I'm saying X. That's not Twitch. With the handle at Mason Webb TV, you can also find. Use that handle to find us on YouTube and Twitch. Consider subscribing to Mason Web TV's YouTube channel and hit the bell to be notified the next time we go live. So here's Colton Fisk.
Yeah, and he's the center fielder, and he is 1 for 2, had a single back in the third.
Waiting for the first pitch from Parker. Pitch on the way outside for ball 1. So 1 ball, no strikes. Colton Fisk leading things off for the Climbers here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Olympic up 4-0. Here's the pitch on the way. Fly ball, shallow center. Actually, Hutchins is going to go out and grab that one on the run for out number 1.
And now up is number 13, your shortstop, Wyatt Wagner. He got hit by the pitcher in the last inning.
So 1 out, nobody on for the Highclimbers here in the 5th inning of play. 4-0 Olympic with the lead.
He's 0 for 1 so far.
Here's the first pitch in there for strike 1. Fastball right down the middle. Wagner steps back in, waits for the 0-1. Williams on deck for the Highclimbers. Here's the pitch, shows bunt. Right back to the pitcher, he'll scoop it up. Parker throws it to first, diving for the bag, and he's safe over there first is Wagner. And there's a 1-out single.
Smart play by Wagner, diving in head first into first base.
So 1 on, 1 out for the Highclimbers. Austin Williams is the batter. He'll step in.
Yeah, and he got on by way of a walk in the first inning, and then in the 3rd inning, he hit in a double play.
Here's the pitch. Inside for ball 1.
And he is currently playing second. Okay.
Yeah. Here's the 1-0. Outside this time for ball 2. 2-0. Again, Wyatt Wagner over at first base. Batter, Austin Williams. Pitch on the way. Swing and a ground ball. That'll be scooped up there by Belita. He'll underhand it over to Hutchins for the out at second. Throw to first. Well, not quite in time, but they get to Wagner at second for the second out.
Yeah, they got that force out there for a fielder's choice.
So 2 away. And here's Matt Carlton.
Yeah, and Matt is 1 for 2, had a single back in the first, and grounded out to the shortstop, or excuse me, third baseman back in the 4th.
Matt spins the bat, gets ready for the pitch from Parker. Pitch on the way. High and outside for ball 1. Austin Williams over at first base. 2 down for the Highclimbers here in the bottom of the 5th, trailing 4-0. Here's the pitch on the way. Little reach over, a little ground ball scooped up there by Castorino. Throw over to first. Did he get him? He did.
That was a nice play by the third baseman to get Matt by a step there.
And that'll do it for the Highclimbers in the 5th. We head to the 6th. Still 4-0. Olympic. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
In life, things aren't scripted.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
You can get a lot out of it. It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
With all the question marks and uncertainty that surrounds today's real estate market, it is nice to know that there is a local team that has the experience with all types of markets to ensure you make a sound decision, whether selling or buying. The Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate has been a staple in the Mason County community for over 40 years. Feel free to reach out to Jeff, Andy, Chrissy, or Laura with any real estate questions that you may have. When it comes to real estate, nothing compares to local knowledge.
And we're back for the 6th inning of play. Turn things over to Aiden Yu.
Yeah, Daniel Crossan is out there still pitching, has not allowed a run yet. Antonio Castorina, your number 3, your third baseman, is up. He is 1 for 2, had 3 RBIs back in the first.
Swing and miss for strike 1 to start off the 6th inning. Pitch, strike 2. There's the pitch, swing and a foul back to the fence.
Well, it's nice to know that Shelton will have at least 3 good arms this season. This being our third pitcher here.
Here's the 0-2. Swing and a foul to the third baseline. Nice pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3, out number 1.
And now up is number 2, the shortstop, John Hutchins. John is 0 for 1. Hit to the first baseman the last time, had a walk and scored in the first inning.
Here's the pitch. Ball 1. The Trojans still lead 4-0 here in the 6th inning. Here's the 1-0. Swing and a foul for strike number 1.
And Aiden, all those runs, those 4 runs, were all scored there in the top of the first.
Yeah. Here's the pitch. Ball 2. Count goes to 2-1 with 1 out and no on for the Trojans. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 2.
I've been impressed by him. By Daniel Croson.
Agreed.
Is it Croson or Croson?
Strike 3, out number 2.
Crossing.
Croson, thank you. And now up is number 25, your catcher, Adam Nold. And Adam is 0 for 1, struck out in the 4th, had a walk and an RBI, scored the 4th run back in the 1st.
So the first pitch is a ball for Nold.
And he's done a nice job behind the plate, too.
Here's the pitch. Ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes, but 2 outs for the Trojans. None on base. There's the pitch. Swing and a foul back to the fence for strike number 1.
And Croson has 5 strikeouts already this game.
Here's the 2-1. Make that a 2-2 with a foul back up to the fence. 2-2 count with 2 outs, a lot of 2s. Here's the pitch. And that's ball 3. The count goes full.
That was a close call there, wasn't it?
Yeah, I checked that swing, but nobody appealed.
Here's the pitch. And that is ball 4. That's a walk for Nold.
And that's the first walk that I've seen Croson give up.
A little meeting at the mound, in the middle of the mound and home plate.
Definitely on the infield.
Now up is Blake Parker.
2 straight pitches.
And I
hitting.
believe this is his first time up.
It is.
And he is batting, well, he was batting for Toby Moore.
So 1 on, 2 out outs. Here's the pitch. For ball 1. Here's the 1-0. Make that 2-0, ball 2. Here in the top of the 6th. Here's the pitch. Throw him back to first, and he is safe. Nold is safe. Tried to catch him off guard.
Yeah, a nice toss over there, though, to a first base by the pitcher.
Here's the pitch. Make that ball 3 now for Parker. Here's the pitch. Swing and a foul ball for strike number 1. One on, 2 out for the Trojans. And the count is 3-1. Here's the pitch. Swing to center field. That'll drop in for a base hit for Blake Parker. Nold advances to second, Parker to first base.
And now up is number 7, the second baseman, Isaiah Bolito. Bolito is 0 for 2 strikeouts.
And I think we'll have a pitching change for the Highclimbers.
Looks like we may get Wagner on the mound.
Well, I'll have to say, Daniel Croson, he did a nice job.
So it looks like, and if I'm only, well, Wagner will come in to pitch, and it looks like Carlton's going to go over to short.
Ah.
I could be wrong. And Crossan, I'm not sure where he's headed. They're all meeting there at the around the second base here. So I think we'll better take a timeout, let them do the warm-ups. Less warm-ups when you're playing rather than when you're coming off the bench. But we'll be right back. It's Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
Hood Canal Communications keeps our community connected. We provide communication services that connect friends and family. We're connecting with our neighbors through support of local causes and events. Connecting our students and schools to a world of learning resources. And connecting you to the latest technology with local customer service. Learn more about our community connections, high-speed internet, and streaming TV options. Visit hcc.net today.
Guess we'll come back here.
How many warm-up pitches do they give?
I don't know. We're back here live, Jerry. Go ahead, Aiden. I might be wrong. I think Carlton might stay at third, and they're going to move Williams over to short and put Crossan at second. That's what I'm assuming here. Just by the way they are, I could be all wrong on this whole thing. Is Wagner gets through his 2 more warm-ups coming for Wyatt.
I'm going to stand for the rest of the game.
And Wyatt normally does play shortstop, so let's see if that's correct.
Yeah, Williams is at short. Crossan's at second.
Oh, okay.
Rhodes stays at first, and Carlton stays at third. Outfield, it looks like it's the same there. Fisk, Eveland, Fisk, and then Jaycott. And I will mute my mic and let Aiden take over.
All right.
Shows on this that DePoe is at right field.
Well, then there you go. DePoe's at right field. Thank you.
Up there is Isaiah Bolito, the second baseman.
Here's the pitch. Ball 1. Trojans have 2 on and 2 out for Bolito. And here is ball 2. They still lead 4-0 here in the top of the 6th. Here's the pitch. Make that ball 3. Here's the pitch. And that, no, that's strike one.
Sorry, this means strike.
And that is a walk that will load the bases. Bolito at 1, Parker at 2, and Nold at 3 with 2 outs.
And now your leadoff hitter for the game, and it's Drew Walters, who's playing center fielder. And he is 0 for 3. Flew out to the center fielder back in the 5th inning.
All right, here's the pitch. Ball 1. Painter has a great chance to double the lead right now. Here's the pitch. Swing into the third base line. Will bring in 1 run, bringing in 2. Nold and Parker coming for scores.
So give Drew 2 RBIs on that and give him a double.
So now it is 6-0 Trojans here in the 6th.
Yeah, and that'll do it for Wagner.
Yeah, 2 runners on scoring position.
Yeah. But Wagner's afternoon is going to be done. And who do we have coming in, number 12? I don't have a 12. That must be Zane Scott. I'll have to wait for that to update to get the actual name of the young man who's going to be pitching. So another pitching change is Wagner only lasted, what, 2 batters? What was it? How do you score that, Jerry? You're the stat guy. How do you score two batters?
Well, yeah, he's going to have to. Yeah, his earned run average.
No, I'm talking about how do you score it? How many innings would that be? Would that be 2? It's 2 batters. You go by outs to get your.
Yeah,
1, 2,
you do.
3, so.
And he didn't get any outs there. He had 2 singles.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
I'm just asking a question. We're going to step aside as.
You asked a good question.
Yeah. Well, you're the expert. I'm just the. We'll be back. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
An important safety reminder from Mason PUD3. Please never touch a downed power line. If a power line falls on your vehicle, stay inside and call 911. Tell others to stay back. Wait for emergency personnel. Never touch anyone or anything in contact with a downed power line. Always stay at least 100 feet away. Never use an object to move a downed wire. Don't remove trees or limbs near a downed line. Electricity travels through ground, trees, branches, and more. It's not safe. If you see a downed line, call PUD3 at 360-426-8255.
This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
This broadcast on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, is being
Boy, I'm having some serious technical issues today. Go ahead, Chair.
Now up is your designated hitter, Chase Bittinger, number 34. Chase is 0 for 3. Flown out twice and hit to the second baseman. 0 for 3.
First pitch is a ball.
Can you figure out who the pitcher is?
Not yet.
Okay. All we have is number 12.
Here's pitch for ball 2.
Yeah, we're thinking it's...
Wyatt DePoe is pitching.
Ah.
And Crossan is at right field now.
Yeah.
Here's the pitch. Swing and a foul right above the screen for strike number 1. 2-1 count with 2 outs. Painter at second, Bolito at third. Score is 6-0 Trojans in the top of the 6th.
Is this the 5th pitcher, I think, for Shelton? Yes.
Here's the pitch. Swing to center field. It's a high one. Drops in for 2 runs. Both Bolito and Painter come in. And that is 8-0 now. for the Trojans with a double for
Benninger.
Yeah, Benninger.
Yeah, 2 RBIs for him on that stand-up double. And now up is number 8, and that is Landon Cartwright, the right fielder. And he is 2 for 3. He has 2 singles and has scored once.
One nothing count. Well, umpire meeting.
I think we're going to have a courtesy runner out there for
I have
Benninger.
7-0.
7-0. We talking about 7-0.
The score.
That's 8.
Yeah.
It's 8. 2 runs came in that.
Did that 2?
Yeah.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, you're right. 8-0. 4 runs in the
Here's
second.
the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 1.
Thanks for correcting me.
So the question is, who's at second now? It's
Wells.
Wells, okay.
Here's the 1-1. Swing to center field. Fisk going for it. Caught for the out 3. So the Trojans, they get 4 points to make it 8-0 now, as we will head to the bottom of the 6th. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
Getting unneeded medications out of the home can help prevent misuse, abuse, and accidental poisoning. The Drug Take Back program provides consumers with a safe means for disposing of unused, unneeded, and expired prescriptions and over-the-counter drugs. Mason County has 10 prescription drug take-back boxes at various pharmacies and tribal locations. For more information, go to medtakebackwashington.org.
Life's just more fun with fast, reliable Wi-Fi. You can stream, share, game, try something new. But weak Wi-Fi spoils the fun. That's why you need managed Wi-Fi from Hood Canal Communications. The right equipment, professionally installed in all the right places, keeps your Wi-Fi powered party streaming strong. Call or visit Hood Canal online to upgrade your Wi-Fi today.
Hi folks, Steve McAllen with Mason Web TV powered by HCC, your source for live high school sports with play-by-play. Once again, Mason Web TV is broadcasting select games every week this school year. Football, basketball, baseball, softball. We bring you all the action from the kickoff to the final whistle, from the tip-off to the final buzzer, from the first pitch to the last out. Watch how it happens on Mason Web TV powered by HCC. Business owners, you can get in on the action as well. Go online, email, call, or text right now to find out how.
The living room. It's a great place to watch TV. Just like your backyard, break time at the office, or waiting for your ride. Now you can watch TV everywhere. Stream your favorite shows or live TV from many channels in your cable package on any computer, tablet, or smartphone. It's all included in Hood Canal Communications TV service for no extra cost. Sign up to watch TV everywhere today. Call or visit Hood Canal Communications online to learn more.
Back here in Shelton for the 7th and final inning, right?
That is correct. No runs for the Highclimbers in the bottom of the 6th. They did have one hit. They left 3 on. No errors by the Trojans. Leading off for Olympic will be number 19, the first baseman, Landon Nicholson. He is 1 for 3, had a single, and scored the second run back in the first.
DePoe is still the pitcher for the Highclimbers.
Yep.
Getting ready for this final inning.
Well, Shelton certainly has had their opportunities in those 2 innings, Aiden.
Yep. All right, we're getting ready for the first pitch to Nicholson. That is a ball 1 right above Nicholson's head. He had to duck to avoid it. And
good effort, though. Good effort.
We'll slip and slide there. Here's the pitch for strike 1. One ball, 1 strike for Nicholson. Here's the pitch. Swing to center field. Fisk, or no, that's Crossan brings it in for out number 1.
Got on his horse to get that one.
Yes, sir, indeed.
And now up is number 3, your third baseman, Antonio Castorina. And Antonio is 1 for 3, but he's had 3 RBIs.
Here's the pitch. Strike number 1. Here's the pitch.
Nice.
Ball 1.
Nice stop there.
Ward had to reach out to catch that ball.
Yep, he did.
All right, 1-1 count with 1 out and no on for the Trojans. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike number 2 for Castorina.
That was a big swing, too.
Yeah. Here's the pitch. Swing and a foul right back to us. Here's the pitch. Ball 2. 2-2 count now with 1 out and no on for the Trojans in the top of the 7th inning. Here's the pitch. Swing to left field. And that is a foul.
This means foul.
Okay.
This means foul.
Okay.
Out of play. Foul ball.
Out of play.
Here's the pitch. Swing and another foul for Castorina.
Oh, the mini dome's getting some work over there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's the pitch. Ball 3, count goes full with 1 out. Here's the pitch. Swing and another foul to left field.
That one looked like it might have went over the weight room and almost into the Highclimber Stadium.
Here's the pitch. Swing and another foul right above our heads.
Gotta say, Castorina is really battling here.
Here's the pitch. Swing and another foul. That is now 4 straight fouls.
Yeah.
Count is still full with 1 out. Here's the pitch. Swing to left field.
Playable? Yes.
Evelyn comes down with it for out number 2.
You gotta give Castorina great at bat. Although he got out, but he really battled.
Yeah, he sure did.
Yeah.
And now up is number 2, John Hutchins, the shortstop. And he is 0 for 2. Struck out in the 6th inning. Did score by way in the 4th run back in the 1st on a walk. So he's 0 for 2.
Ball 1 for Hutchins with 2 outs, no on. Here's the pitch. Swing and another foul for strike 1.
And Wyatt has got both of the first 2 hitters to fly out here in the top of the 7th.
Here's the pitch. Swing. Another foul for strike 2 for Hutchins. 1-2 count with 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Ball 2.
Trying to hit that outside corner, but no luck.
Here's the pitch. Ball 3, count goes full for Hutchins with 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Ball 4, that is a walk for Hutchins.
And now up is your catcher, number 25, Adam Knoll. Adam has scored once, has gone on base by a walk twice, is 0 for 1.
Here's the pitch. Ball 1 for Knoll.
I'm kind of like Diedrich. Should give him some credit for the walk.
Well, you're up there battling.
Yeah.
You know, you're at bat. Why didn't that just, yeah.
Okay.
Here's the pitch. Ball 2.
Just unfortunately, we can't call it an official bat.
Disagree.
With the unofficial bat? Okay.
Here's the pitch. Ball 3. Caught Hutchins off guard. Had to run back to first.
That was a good throw over there.
Yeah. 3-0 count with 2 outs, 1 on for the Trojans. Here's the pitch. And another walk. Hutchins advances to second, Knoll to first base on 2 straight walks. And a little meeting at the mound.
Now up is Blake Parker, who is 1 for 1, scored a run, had a single.
2 on 2 outs for the Trojans. Top of the 7th, they lead 8-0 against the Highclimbers. Here's the pitch. Strike 1 to Parker.
DePauw's been trying to find that corner the last several pitches.
Here's the pitch. Ball 1 now. One and 1 count to Parker. That is ball 2 now. Pitch, swing and a miss for strike 2. 2 and 2 count, 2 outs and 2 on. Nold at first, Hutchins at second. And a timeout.
Now it's a balk, which means runners will go up a base.
Puts 2 runners now in scoring position.
It's a weird word, balk.
Yeah.
Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Out number 3 for the Trojans. As we'll move to the bottom of the 7th for the Highclimbers' final opportunity. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
The first rule of storage is keep out of reach of children. Ease of access is the #1 reason youth misuse recreational or prescription drugs. Store your medication, vape, edibles, or cannabis products in their original child-proof bottles with original labels if possible. Keep them locked up. Store your medicine, tobacco, or cannabis products in a locked cabinet, locked drawer, or in a bag like this with a lock. For more information, visit locksavelives.org or call Mason County Public Health at 360-427-9670, extension 400.
Neighbors help each other. It's how community works, and it's how we do business at Hood Canal Communications. We know you count on us for value-priced internet, TV, and phone service, backed by friendly local support. Your hard-earned dollars stay right here as we invest in our community, our people, and smart technology. Hood Canal Communications, keeping our community connected while being a good neighbor.
We do have a new pitcher for the Trojans. It's number 2. Do I have a number 2?
Well, you have Hutchins, but he's not number 2.
Unless I'm seeing that wrong. It's number 2. We do not have a number 2 on
your roster.
Yeah.
Shows that Hutchins is now the pitcher.
Yeah, but that's not a. He wears 21.
Yeah, he's.
Oh, there it is. It's John. It's John Hutchins. Number
probably
2.
the pitcher?
Yeah, that's the 2. Okay, here we go.
Okay.
All right, now we're on track. Sure, why not?
We'll go with it.
Go ahead, take it over. Finish it off.
All right, so Wagner is getting ready to start us off in the bottom of the 7th.
Yeah, and he's been playing shortstop. I think he might have switched to another position. He's number 13.
No, still short.
He's still short. Okay.
He's still short.
Okay.
He's not short, but he's quite short.
I knew you were going to catch me on that one. Thank you. He is he's 1 for 2. He had a single back in the 5th. Okay, single back in the 5th. And he also got on base by being hit by a pitcher. So, Wyatt Wagner up. No, he's not short, that's for sure.
He's quite tall. Just waiting for this little catcher-pitcher meeting to end.
Need a lot of runners here, don't we?
2 grand slams.
Yeah, that's true too.
All right, here's the pitch. Ball 1 for Wagner. There's the pitch. Swing. And the third baseman, Castorino, will bring it in for out number 1.
And let's see.
Williams.
Yep. Austin Williams is up, and he is 0 for 2. Had a walk back in the first, and was our starting pitcher.
So 1 out, no on for the Climbers. Here's the pitch. Swing to the right center or right field. Williams is going for 2, and he will make it. Double for Austin Williams.
And now up is Matt Carlton, and Matt is 1 for 3. Had a single back in the first. Has grounded out twice. And has played third the whole game, and probably will be pitching, starting pitcher next Tuesday.
All right, here's the pitch. There's ball number 1. 1-0 count for Carlton. 1 out and 1 on. Williams is at second for the Climbers. Here's the pitch. Swing to center. Williams is coming home. And the Climbers get their first point on the board. Carlton with a single.
And that's the second game in a row that Matt Carlton has got an RBI and got a single there. And now up is number 31, Brady Rhodes. Brady is 1 for 3, had a single in the fourth.
Here's the pitch. Ball 1. One 0 count for Rhodes. 1 out and 1 on. Carlton is at first. Here's the pitch. Ball 2. Here's the pitch. Strike 1 for Rhodes. Two and 1 count. And here's the pitch. Swing and a foul for strike 2. On deck is Jack Ward, the catcher. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3, out number 2 for Rhodes. Carlton is still at first base.
And now up is number 2, the catcher, Jack Ward. And Jack's had a single in the last inning, and he is 1 for 3. Flown out twice.
2 outs, 1 on for the Climbers in the bottom of the 7th. Here's the pitch. Ball 1, as Carlton had to rush back to first, but he is safe. 1-0 count for Ward. Next, ball 2. 2-0 count for Ward with 2 outs and 1 on. Here's the pitch. Swing and a foul ball for strike 1. Two 1 count for Ward with 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Swing to right field. And bringing it in is Cartwright, and that will do it. The Trojans take down the Highclimbers 8-1. That is the final here in Shelton, Washington. We'll take a break. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
An important safety reminder from Mason PUD 3. Please never touch a downed power line. If a power line falls on your vehicle, stay inside and call 911. Tell others to stay back. Wait for emergency personnel. Never touch anyone or anything in contact with a downed power line. Always stay at least 100 feet away. Never use an object to move a downed wire. Don't remove trees or limbs near a downed line. Electricity travels through ground, trees, branches, and more. It's not safe. If you see a downed line, call PUD 3 at 360-426-8255.
Hood Canal Communications keeps our community connected. We provide communication services that connect friends and family. We're connecting with our neighbors through support of local causes and events. Connecting our students and schools to a world of learning resources. And connecting you to the latest technology with local customer service. Learn more about our community connections, high-speed internet, and streaming TV options. Visit hcc.net today.
We all depend on them for medical emergencies, to keep our highways safe, and to get back on the road. And emergency responders depend on us to watch for them, to slow down and move over. We do it for the people out there taking the risks while helping others, and the people who care about them, because most of us agree that we all share a responsibility for safety on our roads.
Life's just more fun with fast, reliable Wi-Fi. You can stream, share, game, try something new. But weak Wi-Fi spoils the fun. That's why you need managed Wi-Fi from Hood Canal Communications. The right equipment, professionally installed in all the right places, keeps your Wi-Fi powered party streaming strong. Call or visit Hood Canal online to upgrade your Wi-Fi today.
Well, it's a final here at Highclimber Field. The Olympic Trojans come in and take care of business, knocking off the Shelton Highclimbers 8-1. Jerry?
Yeah, let's start with Olympic. They had 8 runs on 8 hits. They had no errors, and they left 5 people on base. Their leading hitter was Landon Cartwright, who had 2 hits, 2 singles. Drew Walters had a hit, a single. Chase Benninger had a double. Landon Nicholson had a single. Antonio Castorina had a single and several RBIs. Toby Moore had a single and an RBI. And Blake Parker had a single. So 8 runs, 8 hits, 5 left on base, no errors for the Olympic. Now for the Highclimbers. The Highclimbers have 1 run on 9 hits. They left 11 players on base.
That's the key right there.
That was the
11,
key
yeah.
right there. 2 innings, they had 3, the bases loaded. The leading hitter for the Highclimbers was Matt Carlton, and Matt had 2 singles, and he had the lone RBI on that single, scoring Austin Williams. Colton Fisk had a hit. Wagner had a single. Austin Williams had a double. Brady Rhodes had a single. Jax Ward had a single. Brad Evelyn had a single. and Daniel Crossan
Crossan.
had
It's just Crossan.
Crossan.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, and Crossan had a single, and that was it. But yeah, like you said, there was no errors in the game.
Well, Jerry, you're much more. You're more positive than the official score.
What did they say? There was an error
two
there?
2 errors by Olympic.
Shelton?
Two errors by Olympic.
Ah.
The drop to fly ball for one. I know that.
That's right.
Yeah,
that's right. So
you gave him a hit. The official score gave it an error.
Yeah.
That's where we tend to go positive and focus on the hit rather
But
than
you're
the
absolutely
drop
right. That was an error.
Well,
Yeah.
I agree with Jerry. I don't agree with the official score. I would not give him an error, even though it was.
Yeah, but he didn't have to reach for it or anything. It was dropped.
Right. But I'm just saying you're more positive.
Thank you for that comment. I try to be. The key that we're trying to do is to give more players positive reinforcement. I mean, they're out here, they're playing hard, both teams, and they certainly deserve any credit we can give them.
Exactly, and I want to give credit to Aiden Yu for taking us through most of that game. Good job, buddy.
Aiden, I was proud of you. You did a great job. Thank you. Good play-by-play tonight.
All right, so let's see here. Next up, the Highclimbers up in Evergreen Conference play Tuesday, hosting Tumwater. Then they will go to Tumwater on Wednesday. The Trojans host Port Angeles on Tuesday. That's Olympic League play there. Our next broadcast is Monday. I don't know if you guys got my email.
I did.
Okay, we'll talk about that offline. Don't worry about it. Monday, the Shelton Fast Pitch team hosts Bremerton. First pitch is 4 o'clock. And I guess that will do it for us, isn't it? Unless you guys have anything to add.
I'll be there Monday.
Okay. My thanks to Jerry Apple and Aiden Yu for their help with today's broadcast. Final again, Olympic 8, Shelton 1. We'll talk to you on Monday. This has been High School Baseball on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC. Talk to you again on Monday.
You did awesome. Proud of you. Good job.
This broadcast on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, was made possible by Hood Canal Communications, committed to providing quality services that exceed customer expectations in voice, video, data, and customer service, keeping our community connected since 1934. Mason County Public Health and Human Services Prevention Education Partners Substance Abuse Prevention Coalition, helping provide prescription drug take-back boxes in Mason County and providing lockable bags for your prescription drugs, cannabis, and vape products. Mason County PUD 3, connecting our community with safe, reliable, economical, and sustainable services 24/7. The Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate. When it comes to real estate, nothing compares to local knowledge. Mason County PUD number 1, Washington State's first public utility district, providing safe, reliable, and valued utility services since 1934. And Mason Health, united community, empowered people, exceptional health.
Thanks for watching Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.